accomplish them. Okay, so today is the 14th, right? Yep. So our notes, in your notebooks, please use the back side of your notes, okay? Because we want to conserve paper. If you don't use the back of your notes, you'll run out of room very fast. So you want to make sure you use the back. I do not use the back because I use markers, and then it's really hard for you guys to see when I write over markers and whatnot. So we always write the date on our papers, so we know if I ever go back to these notes of August 14th, 25. All right, so I want to know real fast, what's the area and perimeter? What is the difference between area of any shape and the perimeter of any shape? What is the main difference? Yes?
The perimeter is the outside, and the area is the inside.
Very good. Student that I don't know by name because I forget. I wish I could fast forward to the moment where I know all of your names. So let's see. Let me draw a rectangle. So area would be the inside, right? So this part. This would be area, the inside part. If I have the same rectangle, perimeter would be the outside, right? Super easy. Perimeter would just be all around the outside. See, we're walking around. So area is the inside of whatever shape you're talking about, and perimeter is the outside. Area inside, perimeter outside. Make sense? Yes. Okay, how do I find the area of a parallelogram? Wait a minute. What is a parallelogram? What is a parallelogram? Okay, let's start off with how many, yes?
Is it two lines that never touch?
That's parallel, and it has to do with parallelogram. So you're on the right track. What is a parallel? Okay. How many sides do you think a parallelogram has?
4.
Okay, 4. Okay, cool. Whew. Yes, it does have 4. Parallelogram.
It's a shape with two sets of parallel lines.
Yes, it is a shape that has 2 sets of parallel lines. Okay, what is the difference between a parallelogram and a rectangle?
All sides are equal.
That would be a square. Yes? Okay. What is the difference between a parallelogram and a rectangle? A parallelogram can be a rectangle, but not all rectangles are parallelograms. Can anybody draw a parallelogram on their paper? Does anybody draw it and then I'll be like, okay, you know what it looks like. But if you don't know how to describe it, it's slanted. Okay, yes, it is slanted. So what is the difference between a rectangle and a parallelogram? What makes it a parallelogram and not a rectangle? So not all parallelograms are rectangles. Not all I don't know what I said before, but not all parallelograms are rectangles. What makes it a parallelogram and not a rectangle? It's slanted. What does that mean? How do I get this slant? What is the difference? Okay, so this is a rectangle, right? So here's Miss O'Malley's attempt at a parallelogram. I can do this. Have confidence in yourself. There we go. There's my parallelogram. There's a parallelogram. What's the main difference?
Oh, because those 2 lines are going to touch. The one there and the one there.
Yeah, that one. Are these 2 yellow lines ever going to touch?
No.
No, they're parallel. Are the blue lines gonna touch? Or purple?
Yes.
No, they're parallel. So you have two sets. So going back to your definition, there's two sets of parallel lines. Cool. What's the main difference between a rectangle and a parallelogram?
Rectangle, the like lines are like straight, and parallelogram, the lines are slanted.
Okay, yeah, slanted. Okay, all right. What else is different? What else is different? Okay, yes.
Like the lines are gonna touch on that one, but they're not.
Which on the rectangle or the parallelogram? Are these lines ever gonna touch if I extend them? No. Are these lines ever gonna touch?
No.
Nope. Are these lines gonna ever touch?
No.
Nope. Are these lines ever gonna touch?
No.
So they both have two sets of parallel lines. What is the difference? What is the difference? It starts with an A.
Different angle?
Yes.
How does that start with E?
A? Angles?
Oh.
Angles. So the main difference between a parallelogram and a rectangle is the angles. What angles are here in a rectangle?
90 degrees.
90-degree angles. Always 90 degrees. Here, are these 90 degrees? No. Which makes your lines slanted. So the fact that they're not 90 degrees is makes it a parallelogram and not a rectangle. So these are 90 degrees, but these are not. Does everybody understand what 90 degrees is? Yeah. 90 degrees, you know, perfect corner. Yeah, perfect L. Yeah. Okay, all right, okay, woo! All right, here's how I draw a parallelogram. Especially if you have graph paper, it's so much easier. But if you don't, here's how you do it. I draw a line, horizontal, perfect line. And then what I do, again, if I have graph paper, it's so much easier. But if you have line paper, you can kind of estimate it. I'm going to drop 3 squares and move over 1 square. So drop 3 and over 1 right here. So drop 3 over 1. That makes this a line a little slanted. Then I'm going to go all the way and stop 1 square before this one. So it's shorter on this end. And then I connect. Wow, that was really bad connecting. And then I connect, okay? So this has no 90-degree angle. No 90-degree angle. That's the key. It has no 90-degree angle. Wait, does anybody know how to find the area of a parallelogram?
Yeah, it's length times width.
Close. Very close. Times what?
Base times height.
Yes, base times height. The length would be this number, but I can't use this number. Does anybody know why I can't use this measurement?
It's not straight.
It's not straight. It's not completely vertical. It's slanted. Have you guys ever been to the doctor or over here, right? What if I do this to measure my height? What if I go like this? Hey guys! The dangers of teaching. Oh, I'm slanted. Is this an accurate height?
No.
Am I really 5 feet tall?
No.
No, right? So when you go to the doctor, what's the first thing they tell you to do? Stand up nice and straight, right? So the width lines are not straight. So we have to figure out the height. Does anybody know where the height is in a parallelogram? Yes.
Isn't it in the middle?
Yeah, it's like in the middle. So here, you'll see like a dotted line. And then, do you know what they put at the bottom?
The angle.
Yeah, the square. Because what is a little square? The angle. 90. So you need that 90-degree angle. And this is called your height. And then this is called your base. So to find the area of a parallelogram, it is base times height. So the base and the height always has to be where your 90 degree is. So we can't use these numbers. They're there to trick you. They're there for perimeter. We need that for perimeter. But we don't need it for your area. All right, let's draw one more and let's do it. Okay, line. I'm gonna like indent more. Ooh, look at that beautiful parallelogram. That's loud. It's very loud, Miss O'Malley. Quick, give me a number.
7.
Wow, 7. Quick, give me a number.
18.
guys, does that look like 18 inches compared to this one? 6? Okay, we'll go with 6.
6 and 7.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, so I figure out my area. Area is equal to base times height. What's my base? 7. What's my height? 6. So my area is equal to 7 times 6?
47.
Oh, what's 6 times 7?
47.
Oh,
42.
42, yes. Yes. Oh my God. It's fine. You know, the brain is still on summer mode. Does anybody know what I'm missing for my answer?
Squared.
Yes, very good. So when you do area, it is always squared. So my area is 42 inches squared. When did you guys do this, parallelograms? Did you guys do this in 6th grade?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so it's a little review. Super fun, super easy. And now you're doing it in 7th grade.
We went from 6 to 7. Oh my goodness.
I know. Don't worry, they'll mature eventually, and they'll be like, oh, why did I do that in 7th grade? Why did I say that? Oh, God. Okay, someone give me like a really hard number.
18.
That was kind of
I know, right? Okay, give me another number.
16.
68?
16.
16?
Yeah, but it's 460 seconds.
So you
Wait,
guys
are we
gave
on
me
the next page?
18,
Wait, are we on the
and
next
then,
page?
no. Oh, okay, hold on. That's a great question. 16, right? All right. I write ginormous because, to show my work. Now, you guys probably don't write as big as I do because, you know, it's cool. You guys go and fill in all of the space, okay? If you see me turn the page, but you still have room, don't turn the page. So I know in 6th grade, we're all on the same page. Like, everyone's on page 5. Everyone's on page 6. Yeah, not in 7th grade. In 7th grade, you just fill it out as much as possible. You know, you don't have to go at my pace because I write so much bigger. All right. Okay, cool. All right, so area is equal to base times height. What's my base? 18. What's my height? 16. All right, so we're going to go over here. Area is 18 times 16. There's no way I can do that in my head. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to show my work. You have an answer? Okay, we're going to give everyone 30 more seconds to figure this answer. Miss Lamelli's going to figure this answer. Miss Lamelli, go check your paper. Miss Lamelli's totally not going to use a calculator on this side over here. Okay, I got my answer now. You're all doing it. You're all doing it. And then if you have an answer, tell me, where's your work? Mr. Cabaco. And I can see where you made a mistake. You made a mistake. All right, what's our answer with units? 6 times 8 is not 47.
48. 42.
Ooh.
I put on my timetable.
Oh.
Do you have a 0 placeholder?
Oh.
Writing it down, writing it down. Try your best, but you gotta try. You gotta try. What are your units? What are you missing on your units? Okay, I see most of you do have notebooks. Remember, we gotta try to get our notebooks maybe by Monday. Everyone has a notebook. If you don't have one, we gotta make sure we got a notebook. We wanna keep our notes together. Okay, you should have gotten an answer of? Yes, 288. Woo! If you did not, here it is. 8 times 6 is 48, carry the 4. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4 is 10. So your first line should be 108. Check your work. Then you add the 0. I like to cross it out because it's not mathematically, it's just place there. It's a placeholder. Then 1 times 8, 8. 1 times 1, 1. 8, 8, 2. So if you did not get it correct, where's your mistake? Did you make a mistake on the 0 placeholder? You're like, no, Miss Amelia, I got it right. Cool. So check your work. Okay. But you guys have to try. You don't wait for us for the answers. You have to try. All right. Any questions on area of a parallelogram? Pretty easy, right? Okay. What? So before we move on from our notes, obviously my answer is not done. Hello. It's 288 what?
Inches.
Centimeters. Yeah, because we always write the units. We would never stop working. Who would do that? No. Okay, now I'm going to stop recording.